I don't know. I just don't know. Where do you go? Uh, Welcome to the superpilotish channel. My name's Graham Wilson, and today in my basement, I'm going to be looking at my old road atlas that I left. I'm thinking about planning a trip, and I'm just going to kind of think out loud because I don't have a topic today. So, all right, bear with me, but you will get a show. Okay, so yeah, I got nothing for you today. That happens sometimes, but I was going to do a bit of a rerun because it is, of course, after Labor Day. So what does that mean? Change your filter on your air furnace. Air filter on your furnace. Whatever. I was trying to concentrate on looking through here and being all cool and cinematic, but yeah, after my show, I'm putting this right here so I don't forget it, and I got to do that at the end of the show. I was gonna do like a rerun of one show that I did live, changing the air filter on my furnace, but it's already been done before by me. Thank you. Uh, anyways, and then I was thinking, I don't know, what else should I talk about? I could talk about how my garden. I got a busy kind of day today. I got to cut neighbor's grass, and I got to rip out some tomatoes in my garden, and maybe dig it up a little, pull some weeds, take out my little trellises and everything for my tomatoes. Have a barbecue. Have a good day. Enjoy the weather. So yeah, and I was thinking, I haven't really ridden my motorcycle that much this year. I really should ride it more. It's like, I don't know, it's one of those funny things. When you're old, it's like, yeah, I want that motorcycle. And then you turn into like some kind of really wimpy fair weather rider and stuff like that. That when you're young, you thought, oh, I'll never be just a fair weather rider. I'm gonna ride hardcore for the rest of my life. But I mean, I was like that, but I didn't have a car. I only had a motorcycle. So like I'm thinking I'm all all badass riding in the wintertime in the snow, but I just didn't have a car. So it's like, yeah, hey, the roads look pretty clear. I guess I'll take my bike to work. But yeah, a little harder to start, a little more backfiring, but oh well. And now it's like, yeah, I'll turn the heater on in the car. So yeah, all right. So I was thinking about, oh hey, Shecky. I got the old road atlas here. It's leftover from there we go, 2016. I got it for Christmas and never really used it for any road trips or anything. I don't know if I could. I was thinking about taking a motorcycle trip this year, just to, I don't know. Like I don't really take too many trips on that thing, and just kind of boot around the city and go out to the airport or do whatever, run some errands. And and I think I spend more time like changing the oil and you know gearbox oil and I don't know, all the other little maintenance that you have to do on it. But I spend more time doing maintenance on that bike than riding it. So I should probably get my the insurance on it went up again this year, monstrous. So I got to get my money's worth. So I was thinking, yeah, maybe I'll take a little road trip on the old bike this year. And I'm just gonna kind of think out loud here. It was like, and then yeah, and then hopefully if a couple people pop into the chat, I can ask you guys questions about my trip. We can kind of brainstorm here. And if that doesn't happen, I'll brainstorm with myself. I don't care. I don't get paid for this. I'm just hanging out in my basement. So okay, I was thinking first maybe going down to Ohio. Where are we here? Ohio. Yep, there we go. And yeah, because last time I went to Ohio, it was I went down there for to go see the aviation museum, the Air Force Aviation Museum in Ohio, and I didn't know how long it would take to get through the whole museum, so I ran through the whole thing in like 3 hours and drove home or something. Actually, I forget how many hours it took me, but I basically ran through the whole thing, and then I had to drive home, and I didn't get to see any of the exhibits that were outside. So I'm gonna make a little list, my little squiggle, scribbly Google list here. And then, so I'll jot some ideas down here so I don't forget. So I got to go to the U.S. Air Force Museum and just check out the outside. So, museum. And then I wish there's a Wright Brothers Museum down there too. I want to check that out. Wright Brothers. And if I'm not mistaken, there's a shop down there called Sporties that sells all kinds of airplane stuff. So maybe I'll pop into Sporties. They say it's like if you're a pilot and you go to Sporties, you can't leave without buying something. So, like, all right, we'll check it out. We'll see how much discipline I have. Probably not that much, but okay. Then I was thinking about going up to Wisconsin to stock the safety dock. It'd be pretty cool just to like go up to Wisconsin and find out where he lives and stuff, and then like, hey, David, can you autograph my book? So I don't know. I was kind of thinking about that. And I don't know if he's out of town, there's no sense in stalking the safety dock, but we'll see what happens there. But like I've interviewed him and stuff like that on the show. And the thing is, I know Chad Elkins, he lives the accountant extraordinaire. Chad lives up in Chicago, so I might be able to, I don't know, grab an IPA with him. That'd be kind of cool. But I got to do I have their emails and stuff. Maybe it's not really stalking if you have their emails, I don't think. But yeah, who knows? That's kind of an idea. And if it doesn't work out, okay, we'll see. Okay, Chad Elkins, the psycho stalker of the safety dock. Okay. And then if that doesn't work out, I know there's a EAA museum at the Oshkosh airport. So that would be kind of cool. And yeah. All right. Hey, Shecky, have you ever been out in this neck of the woods around like Chicago or Wisconsin or anything like that? Got any tips? Looks like it's just me and Shecky in the chat and a few other people. But I don't care. I'm just going to burn up some time here and then go cut some grass. All right. So where am I going to go? So that's down at Dayton. We're in Ohio. Got the old road map. There we go. Who needs computers when you got this? There we go. Dayton, Ohio's right here. Cincinnati's down there. Yeah, I'll kind of hang out there. So Shecky's been around Pennsylvania and West Virginia. Okay. There we go. Okay. So I don't know. That seems like it's a bit of a haul from where I live. Although I hear the motorcycle roads are fantastic out there in West Virginia, all the Tennessee, like what is it, Smoky Mountains and stuff like that. I hear that's pretty cool for motorcycles. But I don't know how much time I have for this trip. And then I was also thinking, okay, I'll boot from there over to kind of go up through like if I wanted to go to like Chicago, that's kind of going through Indiana. I've been to Indianapolis, but like years ago. And Indiana. Yeah, so there's Indianapolis right smack dab in the middle of the fold, in the middle of Indiana. It's like, I don't know, I have been there once. I don't know what the traffic's like there. If it's worth it. It looks like there's a couple like 2-laner highways that could go around the city. That could be kind of cool on a motorcycle, but it takes you a little more time. And yeah, I don't know. And then so I think my little, what do we got here? Highway 74 would get me there. And then hop on I-65. And that would take me up to Gary, Indiana, which is I've heard Gary, Indiana is like totally awesome because that's where the Jackson 5 come from, right? Anyways, yeah, and then I don't know the best way of getting through or around Chicago for traffic, and there's some toll roads and stuff, so I think I'll have to Google that because no matter what on my trip, I think I'm gonna have to check out Chicago traffic, see what it's all about. And then, I don't even know, like in the old days, whenever I'd take some kind of a trip, I just have like a map and I'd stick it in my saddlebags, and like I never really traveled with one of these. I just had like a regular road map. But then I guess people have phones nowadays, right? And that was another thing. I was gonna make like a trip checklist here too. I'm kind of mixing up my lists. So here you go. Scatterbrain super pilotish here. I was gonna make this little trip checklist. So if I need a phone, I'll probably need one. I guess I need a burner phone. So the trip checklist, I got to research how to get a burner phone in the States, because my Canadian plan doesn't work in the States unless I pay a fortune. And then, I really hate, I don't know, I'm not big on cell phones and stuff like that. But it seems like if you're shopping around for a plan for cell phones, it's like you get this many minutes and this many texts, and I don't text anybody, and this many, I don't talk to anyone on the phone for really long. You get this much data. Now, I do stream some of my shows, so I need some data. So I don't know what kind of burner phone, something I could get probably in Detroit and then go off on my way. Oh, okay, here we go. Thanks, Shecky. All right, Shecky got his burner at Walmart. Okay, so we'll check that out. Because if I could get that all rigged up before I go on my trip, then I just hop off there and go. So I could buzz over to Detroit at the Walmart, see if they got any burners. Okay. Yeah, thanks, Shecky. That's a suggestion. I mean, if you want cheap crap, go to Walmart. So there we go. There we go. Okay, so that got taken care of. What else do I got to do? I don't know. I think because I was kind of thinking about doing this kind of like the beginning of October. And what do we got here? So it cost about $30, and then it was like $15 to get some data or time. Okay. Yeah, that might be something. Well, I'll research the different burner plans or whatever they have. So that's something. And then after that, whatever, throw it out. Thanks, China, into the landfill. Okay, and then I was thinking on the way back, because what do we got here? Oh, okay, I won't show you the exact map. Yeah, actually, I will show you the exact map. Might as well. I was going to do something on my other little whiteboard. So if we're looking at the US of A, going through America. All right. So we got the America map here. See if I can get my pointer. See if I can do this backwards looking in the little thingamajig. Okay, so we got Lake Michigan is right around. Let's see how close I can get with my mouse and everything here. All right, this is high tech, boys. All right, so here we go. We got all right, so we got Lake Michigan is over here. So that is the only Great Lake that is entirely within the America in the United States. So you can see that if I'm down in Windsor over here, okay, so you go over here to Chicago and then up to Wisconsin. So somehow I got to get back down underneath here through Chicago, come back to Windsor. But there are also some ferries that go straight across from Milwaukee to Muskegon and stuff. So I'd rather probably just kind of hang out on a ferry for a couple hours than ride my motorcycle for a couple hours. So I think I might have to look that. That's on my Google list. Yeah. So I'll write that down there. So I'm thinking about taking the ferry. I did a really quick Google search on that. And apparently you're supposed to bring tie downs with your motorcycle. So, but motorcycles are cheaper than cars to get on the ferry. So we'll investigate that. Ferries, Lake Michigan. Yep. There we go. That might be kind of cool. Superpilotish live from a ferry in Michigan. Live from a boat. I'm on a boat. That'd be kind of cool. I could stand at the front and say I'm the king of the world. Yeah, so I don't know. As far as my trip checklist, that's all I got there, but I do have a suggestion from Shecky to go to Walmart. Maybe I'll just forget about the trip checklist because I got this Google list and I didn't want to write everything on the whiteboard and then transfer it to a little piece of paper and then I could actually check off with my pen on my checklist here. So, okay, what was I going to put there? Burner phone, Walmart. I don't know. I'm probably due to go over to Detroit one of these days. They got I haven't been there in a while, but there's a store over there I think it's called Micro Center. I went there before. and they got like all kinds of cool computer stuff in stock, so you don't have to like order garbage on Amazon and it's the wrong thing. You can say, I want this, I will pay for this, which is getting increasingly harder and harder to do with things, like I can't even buy shoes at the shoe store anymore. Like, hey, you got any size 12s? No. Well, we do, but we got these weird fluorescent green monstrosity running shoes in size 12. It's like, I'm not walking around with fluorescent green running shoes for, how much is that? $150? Forget it. So, okay, burner phone, Walmart. Okay, and then so I don't know. There's always some kind of little computer thingamajig I want. I wanted to get a USB to analog kind of adapter, something like that, so I could put it on a GoPro and then have my little lavalier mic there. So I don't know. We'll see if Micro Center has that. One of these days I'll pop over to the States. But yeah. Okay. Well, I got 9 things. I filled up my little cue card here or whatever. That's the start. And then oh, hey, Wrench is here. Look at this. Let's publicly shame Wrench. You are late. You are publicly shamed, Wrench. Yeah, we were just talking about, I was kind of planning a little bit of a motorcycle trip. And yeah, there is no whiteboard. I canceled the whiteboard. I started a whiteboard, but then I gave up on it there, Wrench. So, okay. And oh, what's this? Mona Moore was saying there's Harley Davidson Museum in Milwaukee. Good point. That could be very dangerous. I mean, I went to a Harley dealership here in town, like for the first time in like 20 years or something, and I wanted to buy a Harley so bad. Sorry, Mona Moore. I think that's not really the best place for me to go. Could be dangerous going to the Harley dealer, the Harley museum. Oh man. On my motorcycle, no less. I'd be riding back the whole time. Me need Harley. Spend tens of thousands of dollars. Me need Harley chrome good. Live to ride, ride to live. Yeah. That could be dangerous. Could be fun though. It's like, who knows? We'll see. And I don't know how long I want to take. Maybe I'll just do half of that trip or something. But I got some things to check out, and then I can kind of figure out how much money would that cost. And yeah. So Brian's in here too, asking. Okay, so Brian was thinking, what season am I planning on doing the scooter trip? Spring, summer, or fall? I was thinking maybe first week of October, something like that. I don't think, like if I want to do it right in the summertime, then that's pretty hot, and like if you're riding, like if I'm riding, I want to wear my leather jacket and good gloves and stuff like that. So it's actually better if it's just a touch cooler, 70 degrees, 65 degrees, something like that. And I could wear, t-shirt, sweater, leather jacket, longer gauntlet gloves, full face helmet would be pretty comfortable. So I don't know. Probably, beginning of October would be okay. And then I think past that, start getting up into Wisconsin, you could be getting snow probably if it's anywhere kind of like, I don't know, in Sault Ste. Marie when I was up there. There was a blizzard on Halloween. I remember walking home from school in a blizzard, 4 inches of snow on Halloween. And I'm like, wow, got home. My motorcycle is all covered in snow. It's like, oh yeah, if you're up that far, you got to put your motorcycle away first week in October. But then I don't know. Yeah, it might be a little too cold to be going to Wisconsin, but that's other things I can research. So to answer your question, Brian, I'm thinking maybe about another month or so. Okay. What else we got here? Oh, and Wrench saw the highest priced motorcycle ever in Harley Davidson Museum. Oh, did you go to the museum there, Wrench? That's pretty cool. And the museum has the Buell firebolt hanging on the wall, like your actual one or your model. But either way, that's pretty cool. And okay, airplane question. Do I ever cross country fly airplane to USA? I never have, actually. It's just kind of one of those things that kind of is like, oh, everyone's planning a trip to go for going for, I don't know, breakfast over in Ohio from here. And it's like, well, I got to work on the weekend, or yeah, it's like, kind of didn't kind of work out that way. So no, never have flown actually to the States. And I don't know if I really want to. I don't know. It's kind of pricey, and stuff. I gotta kind of watch it. It's like, would that be worth it for me to do this? If I don't own a plane, but if I rented a plane, that'd be a lot of money. How much enjoyment would I get for how many? It cost me $1,000 or something like that to do it. Going to flying into some really cool airport for $1,000 to get a hamburger. That's an expensive hamburger. So yeah, I haven't really flown to the States that much. Actually, not at all. Yeah. Oh, what do we got here? When you ride in the plane, people pay you. Well, that's one of the things there too, is that any place that I ever worked here, we did do some charter flying, but we were only allowed to do it within Canada. If you're going to start up some sort of charter business, ours was very, very small. I didn't own it, but worked for it, and it was like, yeah, if it's only in Canada, you're okay. It's pretty easy. But once you get into the States, they think of any little charter company from Canada, they consider you like you're an actual airline. So I think you got to have, there's something there where if you want to get paid to fly to the States, you have to take I think it's like $100,000 US and put that aside. And the government of the United States holds that, I think, for like landing fees if you don't pay or something weird. So you got to take $100,000, throw it over there, and now you can start thinking about being in business. And that's yeah, it's like that's not they don't pay interest either, I don't think, on that. But so never really did that either, Wrench. But went flying yesterday. It was nice weather. Went up with an older guy. He hasn't been up in a little bit while, so that was kind of cool. And yeah, probably go flying tomorrow too. Getting closer to the amount of hours that I'm allowed to do at the museum to start taking people up to for donation rides, kind of thing. So, oh well, this and that here and there, yeah, whatever. So I got some things to check out. I'll keep you guys posted on that. And got to go cut some grass and pull out some tomato plants and dig up some soil and have a barbecue. There you go. Rough life. How was it? Oh, wrench went up flying there the other day. Okay. No ADSB, only non-tower. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah. That sounds good. Okay. And you too, Shecky. You have a great week. Okay, so we're gonna wrap this up here. Today is Wednesday, so I'll be back on Friday. There we go, because I do it Monday, Wednesday, Friday at noon Eastern. And we'll just kind of shut her down. And thanks for watching. Bye.